Okay, so let me just slowly go through this so you can see how to do it. So you start with the larger number. So 6664 equals. Okay, so I divide it through by 765, and I find that it's 8 point something. So I know there's 8 of these in there. So I take 765 times 8, subtract it from this, and I see I've got a remainder of 544. Okay, so then my next step is to take this number here, 765, and I want to find out how many 544s are in there, and I'm just going to put down number 1 because there's just one of them in there, you can see, and the remainder would be 221, right? So then I move to the next step and I say, okay, so let's move 544 over here, and I want to figure out how many 221s are in there. So there's 2 of them. So if I take 544, subtract 2, oops, I said 221, but I wrote 222. 221, I get a remainder of 102. Okay, so then I take this 221, and I'm trying to figure out how many 102s will be in there. There's 2, and I'll get a remainder of 17. Okay, so then I take 102, and I find that that is, oh, look at that, 17 times 6. Okay, so what does that tell me? Bingo, I've found my greatest common divisor. Okay, so now I'm going to suggest you take the time to write each of these lines in terms of the remainders, this column here. So 544 equals 6664, subtract 765 times 8. Okay, this line here would be 221 will equal 765 minus 544 times 1. Just putting it in there for effect. 102 will equal 544 minus 221 times 2. And 17 will equal 221 minus 102 times 2. Okay, so this is the line right here that I want to start with, right here. Okay, so I want to take and replace the smaller number. I want to take this number out, right? So I have 17, carry along the 221, minus, and so this 2 here, I'm going to put here, and I'm going to replace what 102 is from the line above it. So 102 is equal to 544 minus 221 times 2. Okay, so let's multiply that out. So 221 minus 2 times 544. So this negative 2 and this negative 2 gives me a positive 4 times 221s. So what do I have? A positive 4 221s, a positive 1 221, so that gives me a positive 5 221s minus a 2 times my 544. Okay, so now I'm looking for the small number, right? So the small number is 221, so now I'm going to replace it from here, right? So I get 17 is equal to 5 times 765 minus 544 times 1 minus 2 times 544. So let's multiply that out. 5 765s minus 5 544s minus 2 544s. So what does that give me? This gives me a total of negative 7 544s, and then I have a 5 765. Okay, am I almost there? I'm almost there. So I just need to get rid of my 544, right? Because I've got the 765, which is one of my original numbers. So here it is, right there. Okay, so 17 is 5 times 765 minus 7. So I have 6664 minus 765 times 8. Okay, 5 times 765 minus 7 times 6664. The negative 7 times a negative 8 gives me a positive 56. And so now I'm going to add the 765s together. So I have 5 of them and another 56 of them. So that gives me 61 765s. Subtract 7. 6664, and that's what 17 is equal to. There it is, linear combination of the greatest common divisor with the two numbers. And you get to do this one.